perspective about members of Congress, finally coming together, but being frustrated with each other on the back end because it's not going to be perfect.
No, and I think you're making a really important point that there are going to be critics out there. I mean, gosh, how many critics? There were critics about TARP back in 08-09 where people said, why are we bailing out Wall Street, why not Main Street? And then on the other side, there are people who said we didn't do enough to save some of the larger corporations that could have sped up the speed of the recovery. Remember, a lot of people saying, gee, this recovery is taking a very long time. And then you had people on the left saying, well, if we put more money in, if we had done that sufficient spending, it could have been faster. And I think that's why, to pick up on Katie's point, it really doesn't matter to me if this bill is signed today or tomorrow. What matters is that we get it as right as we possibly can. Now, I have a different perspective. Katie's saying, hey, you know what, you don't want to, and a number of these senators, you don't want to discourage people from working. And I think that's absolutely on target. It's just that, to my mind, there's a bigger issue, which is American families. I just want to make sure that, given what's going on, that the American family of the working class, and I say that, I mean middle class, working class, poor people, that they're able to survive. When you think about it, the $1,200 payment to families, these people are going to be facing rent on April 1st. And you got to pay for kids, and you got all sorts of things to pay for. I don't know that that's enough to really sustain people, especially if we're going forward over several months. I just want to make sure that, given that $500 billion is going to these huge corporations, that there's accountability, transparency. I want that, but I want families protected.
I think that that's a lot of that's in the bill. Greg, I did want to get...
But to Greg's final point, these people aren't very smart. It's going to be an ugly mess, but it's our ugly mess. It's all we got, and it's going to juice the market big time. And if it hurts small workers, Trump's going to pay a big price.
Dana, I would like to just add something. Hey, Dana, excuse me. Sorry, I just want to apologize for swearing in the a few minutes ago. I lost my cool.
I didn't even hear it.
You
Oh, good.
know what?
What did you say?
It's just...
I took your name in vain, Jesse.
He'll tell you in the commercial break what he said. All right. We have a lot going on. Everyone's very stressed, but we are going to keep going here.